Hello, Union Pilates clients. I am going to be gone for a couple weeks on vacation, and one client in particular asked me to record some videos so you could do some home practice. This video is all about the magic circle. Every mat exercise we're going to do almost is going to use the magic circle. So if you don't have one of these, this is probably not the best video for you. If you know your mat well, you can do it without the magic circle and it won't feel too mystifying. Let's get started. We're gonna use our 100. We're gonna do 50 of our 100 with the circle in between our legs and 50 with our hands. So we'll start on our back, knees in, circle in between the ankles. You could also go outside the ankles, pressing the legs to a working level, looking into the stomach and dropping the shoulders, belly in, and we're gonna pump. Inhale and exhale. Belly in. One more for 50. Knees in. We're going to use the circle with our hands now. And we're pumping. Last one. Hold it and stretch everything long. Let's do some roll-ups with our hands in the circle. Stretching, exhaling, inhaling. Squeezing on the way down, wrapping the backs of the arms. And then we'll switch to the legs. If you have a hard time rolling up, this can also be a little easier. You put the circle on the outside of the legs, about the mid part of the foot, and then you push open as you come down. And you use it, especially as you come up, for a little more traction. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Maybe stretch. Inhale. Last one, and stretch. We're gonna grab the circle and bring it with us for the roll over. So knees into the chest, circle around the ankles for the first 3, legs are to the ceiling and arms are long. And we're gonna go over, point the toes, squeeze the circle, flex the toes and come down. Reaching the heels down, and again, point the toes and go over, flex and reach the hips to the mat. Last set, point, flex, squeeze, and then we'll switch. Pressing open, point the toes as you go over, flex, pressing open, check your feet that they're even. Last one. And nicely done. We're gonna bring the legs down, arms up, and roll up. We're going to work on a little short box. Again, circles on the outside of the toes. We're using this as our strap. And we're going to lift our belly, rounding over for our hug, rounding back, tuck the tail, belly in to bring you up and over. Exhaling on the up, pulling the stomach in. Maybe going a little further back and back. Maybe all the way. Come back, maybe arms go reach back, stretch. Come back up and find the stretch. Our flat back, shoulders are down. Maybe you bend the knees if your hip flexors like to take over like mine. Straight back and lift the waist. Push that circle open as you come back up if you can. Stretch. Arms are up for side to side. We're going to stretch over and lift. For some of us, the diagonal works here. For some of us, we want to go straight over, whatever works for you. Anchoring that opposite hip. the twist. Hands behind the head. We're gonna twist, bring the waist out, pull the belly back. Wringing the waist out. And one more stretch. I'm going to use my circle for my tree and transition into my leg circle. So circle on the ball of the foot if I can, pulling those toes back as I lift my leg up, lifting my back, walking up my circle a little bit and stretching forward, pulling the belly back. We're going to hinge back and slide down, pull that leg to us and find a hamstring stretch, pushing the foot into the circle as you come back up, lifting tall and stretch. Pull your back up and over your thigh. Hinging and sliding down, pulling that leg, flexing that foot, pointing the toe as you come back up, lifting, 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 and then stretching, wide elbows. Last one. Coming down, we're pulling, and we're gonna keep that leg up. Take the circle, put it between your hands, pointed toes, circle to the left, and up. And lift. You could always bend that bottom knee if you need a little more help with that hip and the low back. And one more, reversing it. Squeeze the circle as you lift the belly. Squeeze for 2. And hook the foot, pulling it a little more. Push the foot away and come all the way back up. Lift your back and pull. Good. And I always do an extra stretch here, crossing this ankle over. I could use my circle to grab or just grab my other foot, but I like this sometimes, so I can push that hip open a little and pull my belly in, sit on that right hip. And then switching sides. Flexing my foot as I lift up and stretch. Coming back, belly in, stretching the hamstring. Look into the stomach and push it away. And stretch. Coming back. Lift. One more. A little extra stretch. Circle's gonna go between my hands. Drop my shoulders in our back into the mat and circle to the right. Use the belly and squeeze a little every time the leg kicks up, reversing for 5. For 3, keeping the hips still, and 1. One more stretch here. Push into the foot and come all the way up, lift the back. Find a bigger stretch forward. Cross that ankle. Pulling the toes back on the right and pushing the knee down on the left. Good. And then we're gonna do some rolling like a ball. Circle's gonna go in between the ankles. Be the shins a little bit, the outside of the shins. Wide elbows, belly in, and you're gonna roll back. You will find the circle's gonna give you plenty of force back up, so you have to lift a little less, which can allow you to work on your belly a little more. Last one for 5. Good. And then scooting back a little for our stomach series. We'll start with our single leg. Let's have our arms long, squeezing the circle, wrapping the back of the arms, right knee and left leg long as we roll to the tips of the shoulder blades, and we switch. Belly in every time the knee comes in. Squeezing the circle with the back of the arms. Last set. Knees in, double leg stretch. Inhale, reach it, squeeze your circle. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull. And we're gonna switch to in between the inner ankles. Grab the shins, inhale, reach and squeeze your inner thighs. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. One more. And legs to the ceiling. Push the circle into your shins and your shins into the circle. Make sure your butt is on the mat. Reach that left leg long. Reach it back up. Squeeze the leg and the circle together and squeeze the back of the arms. One more set. Circle goes around the outside of the ankles, hands behind the head, double straight leg stretch. We'll lower both. Belly in to lift us back up. Lower, lower, lower. Deeper low belly to lift us back up. One more. Belly in. Bending the knees, we're twisting to the right. Press the circle out. Twist. Push. Twist with the knees in. Press the leg along. And again, twist. Push. Last set. Push. Belly in, knees in, head down. Circle between the arms for our transition up to a seated position. For our spine stretch forward. So, feet to the corners of the mat. Two different variations here. First one, kind of like our press the pedal down on the Wunda chair. Palms on the top of the circle. We're gonna lift really tall, maybe bend the elbows a little as we press and lift our waist as we push our arms down. And back up. If we feel only hip flexors, knees can bend a little bit more. Pinch your butt and lift as you press down. Try not to let the quads do all the work. And again, deep inhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, arms are straight ahead. Plug the shoulders back. Deep inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Again, bent elbows could be good. Inhale, or just straight arms. Exhale. Inhale. Last one, squeeze and round. And release. Circle's gonna go between the ankles for open leg rocker. Similar to rolling like a ball, there's a lot more weight added with the circle, which gives you more velocity, so you don't have to roll as intensely. You let that bring you back up. Work on your balance and your scoop. Work on the arms staying straight the whole time. For 2. For 1. Holding it here. I'm going to put the circle on the outside of the ankles for my transition to corkscrew. Coming down. If you have a hard time not grabbing in your thighs, I find that circle on the outside of the ankles is helpful a little bit more. We're going to go to the right, circle down and around to the center, to the left. Belly in as we bring the legs up. And belly in as we scoop. And reach. Last set, maybe a little lower. And last one. Good. Knees in. Arms up, legs long as we roll up for the saw. So, wide legs. Arms are up here. We're going to take a deep inhale, twist, and exhale, bending the elbows, anchoring that left hip as I pull my stomach back. Coming back up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Coming back up and relax. I'm going to turn this direction to stay in the camera. And we're going to do some neck roll / swan. One padded circles on the floor, could be on the mat. Arms are up, forehead is down. I'm going to start by tucking my tail and pulling my belly off of the mat as much as I can and letting my head hang, pressing down with the circle first as I lift. Tall, shoulders back, chest up, trying to keep my heels together. Drop my head, I'm going to come right back down. Head is the first thing, last thing to come up, first thing to go down. Shoulders back, ribs up, drop the head, and then lift. Let's do some neck roll. To the right, circling down and around, center, to the left, down and around, center, head down, reach the arms away. And a little stretch. Hands to the ankles, head to the knees. Coming back for our single leg kick, our circle is going to go flat on the mat, elbows in tight, shoulders back. Okay, pull the ribs up. Kick, kick, switch, kick, 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 Squeeze that circle, squeeze your elbows together, pull your ribs up. Last set. Circle goes behind the back for a double leg kick. Hands are a little odd like this. Pinching your buns, 3 kicks, heels to your butt. Reach everything and lift. And you can grab the circle and use it to rotate your shoulders open. Switch. Kick, kick, kick. Lift. Again. And reach. Last one. Holding it here, lifting a little taller, and release. Again, pushing back onto the heels to round the back. Our neck pull. So I always tell my classes there are 3 positions you can put the circle, places you can put the circle for this. Between your heels, laying on the floor flat, between the arches or the big toe joint, or on the outside, on the baby toes. So outside is going to work a little more external rotators. Between the toes, a little more quads, some inner thigh. And between the heels, that deep, long, low inner thigh in between the legs. So you figure out which one you want to work on. You can choose any. And we're going to start on our backs. Hands behind the head, one on top of the other. Squeezing your circle, chin on your chest, and you're going to roll up. Arms can always come forward. Find a stretch. Lifting the spine, lifting the chest. We hinge straight back with the flat back, and then we squeeze the circle as we round down to get our tail under us. Rolling up. Stretch. Lift. Hinge. And round. Inhale, coming up. Exhale as we round. Hinging and lifting, and then exhale. One more, rolling and rounding. Lifting. Nicely done. We're going to do some side kicks with our circle. So easiest way to get into position here is to get your whole magic circle, or excuse me, your whole side kick line up. Back on the back edge of the mat, legs to the front corner, back elbow all aligned. Then bend your knees in and put the circle in between your ankles to start. That top ankle, we want a little external rotation, so we don't want it to be totally parallel because we're going to push down first. And then send your legs away. And you might lose it here. You might need to adjust accordingly to your body. No worries if that happens. So top leg's a little externally rotated. We're pulling the hips back though. Belly is pulling away from our top arm, and we're gonna push down and hold and release. Push down and hold, 2, 3, and release. Belly and hold, 2, 3, and release. Hold, 2, 3, and release. And then squeeze both legs up, squeeze the circle, and back down. Lift them and squeeze them together, belly in and down. And again, lift and hold. Pulse, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold, and back down. Now, to change our position of our feet in the circle, we're gonna roll it back. The bottom leg is gonna come inside, and then roll it back up. Top leg is gonna come in the middle, and we're gonna press up with the top leg, parallel here, or a little turned out. Figure out what works for your hip and your glute, and back down. Press, and back down. Press, and back down, and pulse it. Up, 2, 3, 4, and hold it. Both legs are gonna push, and they come back down. Belly in and lift them, and back down. One more, lift and pulse them. 2, 3, 4, hold it, and down. Now, top leg back on top. Bottom leg zips up to the top leg. You can squeeze the circle a little, but don't do a lot. Zip them, heels touch, and back down. Lift that bottom heel to the top heel and down, and then lift it. Big circle, the whole interior of the circle. Keep your foot in contact with it the whole time. For 3, for 4, and for 5. Reversing it. Back, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold it here and bring it back down. Now, let's bring the circle up. Bring it right in front so that it is perpendicular with your torso and right in line with your shoulder socket. You're gonna press down with that circle and lift your bottom waist a little bit. Top leg lifts to the height of the hip. We're gonna kick, single kick front and reach back, belly in. And again, up and reach. Sometimes I have to move the circle a little further away from me so I can keep my arm long. For 3, for 2, reach and stretch. Last one, hold it and lengthen. 2 kicks now. Kick, kick, reach. First kick's tall, second kick's higher. And again, 2, and 1. Hold it and reach it back. Push the circle down, lift your belly taller, your waist higher. Heels together, we're gonna kick straight up and squeeze the back of the leg. Kick it up and reach, maybe point up, flex down, up. Push the circle as you go down. Last one, and down. Let's do some bicycle. Kick front, bend the knee to knee, reach it back and extend it. Swing front and reach, big thigh stretch. Last one, and stretch, reversing. Right here, make sure your hip is down before you extend. Pulling the stomach in as you reach your hip back a little to extend that top leg. Hold it here, reach it, and heels together. Both legs lift up and squeeze, push the circle down. And again, lift, and again, lift, hold it there, and down. Transitional beats, let's take the circle, put it in between our hands on our belly, and we're gonna lift everything up and squeeze the circle and squeeze your feet up, open and close for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hold it. And then other side for our side kicks. Back lines up, legs are forward, circle is in between the ankles. It's not always pretty at first. Good, top legs turned out a little and we stretch those legs long. Might have to tweak it a little. Good. Belly in, shoulders back, chest up. We push straight down and we release. Hold, 2, 3 and up. Hold, 2, 3 and lift. Hold and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2 and hold it. Both legs lift. They come down. They lift up. Squeeze the circle. And again, up and squeeze. Squeeze, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it, belly in and down. We're gonna roll it back. Bottom leg goes inside the circle. Top leg comes inside as well. Top leg pushes up, parallel or turned out, you choose, and back down. Lift, and lift, and lift. 2, 3, pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Make sure that back glute is working. And lift them both up, bring them down, lift them up. One more, pulse them open, 2, 3, 4, hold it, and back down. Top leg comes back on top, maybe turned out a little. Bottom leg squeezes to the top leg and back down. And again, zip it up and lift it. Hold it up there and we'll circle for 4, 3. Make your inner heel lead you. Reverse it. Find your middle. 2 and 1. Both heels lift and squeeze together and bring them down. Bring that circle into you, right in front of your shoulder. Belly in, maybe reach a little further. Top leg lifts to the height of the hip and we kick. Single kick and reach. Swing. Kick. For 2 and for 1. Hold it and reach. 2 kicks. Kick. Higher, reach. Up a little higher and lengthen. 1 more. And hold it, stretch, push that circle down, pull your belly in deeper, and heels together. Kick it up and reach. Side and flex, point and touch, and flex and reach. Up, 2 more. Good. And we're gonna lift both legs up, find your middle, and back down. Lift them up, find your belly, and down. 1 more. Lift. Bicycle kicking front, and lengthen. Front, and reach. Last one. Extend it, heels together, reversing. Back. Hip drops a little as we extend. Last one. Reach really long. And relax. Some teaser. I'm gonna come facing this way. So, I kind of like, this is something I play with a little with my clients sometimes, a little prep for the teaser with the circle if you have it. So first of all, this is a really great stretch that I learned from another teacher at the studio, Emily. And then using this engagement of the circle, pulling the stomach in to press the circle away and kind of seesaw yourself up. Sometimes it's a little more wiggly than others depending on how the body's feeling. It's a little like rocking, open leg rocker. And then you can lift, bend your elbows a little bit, lift your back really tall, look into the belly and slowly pull the waist in to bring you down. And again, look into the belly, press and kind of rock yourself up, lift, and look into the belly to pull your waist back and stretch. Let's do 1 more. Push and find your way up. Sometimes you have to rock a little more. Lift. Straight arms, slowly come back down. It's not always perfect. And then we'll use the circle with our hands. Look into the belly, press the legs long. First teaser 1. Humming up. Use that circle to lift your waist. And slowly coming back down. 1 more. Lift. Belly in and rounding. Knees in as your head goes down. Last one. Press the legs. Come on up. Now let's reach the arms and reach it all down and stretch. Arms come up. And we roll everything up. Teaser 2. Lift. Round it down and reach. Use your circle. 1 more. Teaser 3. Lift. We're going to lower and lift. Squeeze. 2. Lift. 1. Up. Lift. And round forward. You could hook the circle with your toes to find a stretch or grab them. And come on up. Our last exercise is the seal. So there is a way to do this. It can get a little unwieldy. We put it kind of between our calves, a little higher up than the ankles. And then you squeeze the circle. Hands still can go in between and around the ankles. And we squeeze, 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 and we round back and come back up. And again, we've got a little extra momentum, which can be nice. Squeeze, 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 and lift. 2 more, and lift. On our last one, we're gonna try to come up to standing, and we'll take the circle out on our way back, and we'll grab it as we come up. And we go up. And that is your magic circle intermediate mat. I hope you worked hard and it felt good. Drink some water, take some deep breaths, lift your chest, shoulders back, belly in, glutes engaged, no lock knees. See you in a couple of weeks.